If you are looking for things to do and ways to experience the city of Lexington, a book may be able to help give you some ideas. It's 100 Things to Do in Lexington Before You Die. Audra Meehan is the author, and she joins me now from her home in Lexington. Hi, Audra.
Hi, thanks so much for having me today.
Thank you for being here. So I love the concept of this book, and you actually wrote it and it came out right before the pandemic. What was the story behind it, and why did you want to tell this?
Well, I've lived in Lexington for quite a while. I grew up nearby in Wilmore and then lived here with my husband, went to college, came back, all of that story. And we just love it here so much that I have a couple friends that would start asking me, "Hey, what do we do? What restaurant should we go to? I've got three girlfriends coming in and we like wine specials," or, they'd ask for certain things. I kind of became the go-to Yelp for my friends when they needed something. So eventually it just became, well, if I love the city so much and I know all about it, maybe I should write the book on it. So I did write the book. It came out March 15th of last year, and then everything closed on March 16th. So my timing wasn't great, but luckily we're still at most of the places are still open. There's actually a lot of places that have adjusted that are still in the book. So it's still very relevant, even though we've had this pandemic. So it's a great guide. I'm still selling books and giving them to friends who come to visit, and so they can check out around town. I just had a friend that brought her daughter for her 18th birthday last weekend, and they got to do a bunch of things in it.
I found too in the pandemic that I am looking for things to do that I haven't done before. So we don't have time to go through all 100 things, but give us some of your favorite places and experiences that we can still enjoy now.
Right. Well, one of the coolest things Lexington has experienced in the last few years is the mural boom. So there's a couple of different ways. Visit Lex online has a mural tour that you can do in the car. You can take the kids, they can help spot the different murals and read about what's going on. And Prohibition, which is prohibition spelled with no vowels, also has its own mural tour, but it's also linked on the Visit Lex website. So that's a great way to go if it's a nice day out, but it's still too cold. There's still horse farm tours that are happening. Our historic sites are still open. Ashland has a couple of walking tours. Waveland is still open. And sometimes at Waveland, if you want to look up on Facebook, is the best way I've found to find them. We have an old-timey baseball team called the Bluegrass Barons. And randomly, if there's a nice day, they'll go have practice at Waveland. And you can sit outside, socially distanced, take in a game and watch them play without mitts. It's pretty neat.
I like too, you have a lot of ideas that don't cost anything.
Yes,
The mural tour you can do for free. And, a lot of people are on a tighter budget these days. What are some more of the free things that they can experience?
absolutely. If you're the value shopper, that's what you want to do. There's lots of places you can go and just shop. I love to window shop. And the Liberty Road area, there's Scout Antique and Modern, which is my absolute favorite store in Lexington. Then right over in the warehouse block is a wonderful store called The Domestic, which has similar type of mid-century modern finds. And then I love Peggy's Gifts and Antiques on Clay Avenue. That's another little shopping district. And then the Black Market for clothes is in the Woodland Triangle. And I know shopping, you think about spending money, but these places are just so fun for like a girl's day to just go out and window shop and dream about things and just to kind of get out and enjoy yourselves.
What do you think makes Lexington such a special place to live?
The people, everyone is so friendly. Like it's hilarious when you see people from out of town park, at 5:30 downtown and they get out and they're reading the meter and you have to run to them and be like, no, you don't have to pay. It's free parking after 5. So, everybody around here is like that. It's always been that way. And that's what I love about being here. Like I said, I grew up in a small town nearby, but it still has that small town, gracious, wonderful, welcoming feel because of the people.
Well, another thing that makes Lexington great is its small businesses, and people can find your book and support some of our great local bookstores. So where can everybody find it? I know you have a copy around there somewhere, so go ahead and show us.
Here it is. It's got the green cover. So it's 100 Things to Do in Lexington Before You Die. It's available at Joseph Beth Booksellers. Also a great free way. Take your kids and let them walk around the store for the day. Some of the places in the book are selling it. So like I said, Peggy's Gifts and Scout both carry the book. Cup of Commonwealth, my favorite coffee shop, has the book. So you can also check it out, 100 Things to Do in Lexington, on Facebook or Instagram. And I have lists there of all the places that carry it locally.
Dr. Meehan, thanks so much.
Thank you so much for having me.